Now that we've explored the big ideas, examined some anchor lessons, and saw what real-world problem solving and innovation looks like in action in a real classroom, we are going to focus on how you can plan and design for learning activities that target the development of these skills in your students. In this lesson, you will begin to plan how you can design learning activities that incorporate opportunities for your students to develop real-world problem solving and innovation skills. Throughout this course, we have tried to develop a shared understanding of what we mean by real-world problem solving and innovation. This is one of the core skills required for living in this globally connected, complex world of the 21st century. By using detailed definitions and rubrics as a framework, we have discussed and analysed learning activity designs which demonstrate problem solving and innovation skills. It is clear that without designing for these problem solving and innovation skills, students will not have opportunities to develop them. We would like you to focus on your planning for the next month or term and try to incorporate opportunities for students to develop problem solving and innovation skills. Think about your students and their experiences to date, and how this will have implications for the learning activities you design. You need to consider what types of problem solving scenarios your students will engage in, as well as the contexts and audiences they may be developing solutions for, as well as how you can design the learning activities to support the development of problem-solving and innovation skills. Before you begin, let's review the real-world problem-solving and innovation rubric and decision tree. Now take a look again at the real-world problem-solving and innovation rubric. Do you understand the analysis and how you can code learning activities? Do you understand the criteria for each of the codes? For example, to achieve a code 2, the learning activity's main requirement is problem solving, but the problem is not a real-world problem. Keeping the real-world problem solving and innovation rubric and decision tree in mind, select a learning activity that your students will engage with in the near future. Can you design learning opportunities so that the main requirement of the learning activity is problem solving, and your students are working to complete tasks for which they do not already know a response or solution, or where they are required to work on solving real problems? Will your students be required to implement their ideas, designs, or solutions for audiences outside the classroom? Now, how can you design learning opportunities to meet these requirements? Now what we would like you to do is post the learning activity you have designed to the discussion forum in order to get feedback from your peers. If a colleague from within your own school or your professional network has participated in this 21CLD course and understands how the problem-solving and innovation decision tree or rubric is constructed, please ask them for their advice or feedback on the learning activity you have designed. We would also like you to give comment and feedback to at least 2 other educators on the learning activities that they have prepared for their students. It is only by working together that we can inspire each other. For further inspiration, you can go to the Microsoft Educator Network, where there are a range of learning activities that educators around the world have designed and tried out in their classrooms.